Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth and final episode of our p2-i webinar series. Today, we are exploring the most interactive and dynamic feature of our suite, the in-context widget. But before we dive in, let's do our quick introduction. I'm Andrea, functional consultant, and here with me for this grand finale, we have our technical expert, Alessandro and Mahmoud.
Hello, everyone.
In most ERP environments, if you are looking at a purchase order and you want to see the historical performance of that vendor or the list of other open orders for the same item, you have to close the session, open another one, and search. Most of the time, it can be frustrating and slow. The Dynamic Query Context widget family solves this completely. By placing this widget in the Infor OS side panel, they dynamically listen to whatever record you are viewing in Infor LN and instantly fetch related information without you ever leaving the active session. But let's see this live in the system. Alessandra and Mahmoud will now show us how the widget syncs with Infor LN session.
Let's start to see what is the side panel. So the side panel, or in context menu, is a menu on the right side of all applications inside Infor OS. I want to highlight that this is a component inside Infor OS. So it's not a LN component or a IDM component. All applications are using it, and it really doesn't matter if you are running inside Infor LN or a different ERP like M3. Every time that a user click or select some information inside the ERP, some information are automatically and direct sent to the in-context menu. Let's see which kind of information. So in our case, we are working with the Infor LN, and in my specific example, I'm in the production order section. So I'm selecting a production order line, and automatically the information, some key information of the production order are automatically sent to the in-context menu. So they are in JSON format. And how you can see in the picture, the information, the mainly information sent is the production order code.
So let's see how the dynamic query in context list works. So let's open, for instance, this sales order line session. And if I select a line, I will see a list of details of this line. We will see item, warehouse, location, lot, inventory on hand. As when I switch between the lines, the data is also going to change. We are getting our selected line, warehouse, location, lot, and inventory on hand. So instead of copying the item and navigating to the inventory 360, pasting back the item, selecting it, clicking on stock point inventory, we can have all this information when we scroll between the lines. So it will gain time and performance. And how to set up such widget? So we click on the three dots, we configure. So as Alessandro said, this is critical and important part to put the main entity type. For our case, it's going to be Infor sales order lines. Then we put the widget description, then we put the query. Let's see how we build the query. If we go to the data fabric, as you can see, so we are selecting the item, warehouse, location, and lot from WH-INR 140, which is the inventory table, for our selected sales order lines. As the system automatically maps the IDs with the sales order and sales order line and sales sequence. Another thing worth to mention is also we have search. For example, if I want to search for a specific location, the widget only shows this record.
As you have seen in the previous videos, we have created the chart workspace in the banner side and the homepage part, and of course we have created even the chart widget in the in context menu. Here is a clear example. I'm clicking on a specific business partner, and my widget is presenting me the list of sales order where the business partner is involved in different status. We created the list, we created the chart, but when we talk about in context widget, we have also created something new, and we call it info card. And the purpose of this widget is returning information in a key value format, information that the user may find useful without go through different sessions. Here is an example. And this query is returning us the information related to the buyer. So the user doesn't have to enter inside different sessions just to find out the phone number of the buyer.
Remember that the type of information you want to show inside the card is totally up to you, but with a limit of 4 information for each info card. But what happens if a user is rapidly scrolling down the BP list? Querying the data lake on every single click record would cause unnecessary system load, isn't it?
Yes, and for solving this issue, we have introduced the delay time. So that is quite normal. People are moving through session extremely fast. The problem is that the widget is querying data fabric, is doing some calculation, and is presenting the data. If you scroll, if you move between sessions extremely fast, the widget doesn't have the time to do the proper calculation. And for this, we introduced the delay time, which in this case is 1 second, and the widget just wait 1 second before performing any kind of activities.
For IT departments, troubleshooting dynamic components can be a headache. You often wonder, is Infor LN sending the right message? Is the drillback path correct? So to solve this, we have the Tester Drillback. It's a widget, so instead of deploying a complete widget and only after you can test the links if it works or not, why not you put the drillback here and test? So for example, I put this drillback, and as soon as I click on launch drillback, I will check if it works perfectly or not. As you can see in this scenario, when I clicked on launch drillback, it opens LN with a specific production order that I put. Also, we have this tester user ID. So when writing queries that filter data based on a logged in user identity, for instance, showing only a buyer's specific purchase order, you need their exact identifier. So this widget, it prints on the screen immediately the user ID, as it saves administrators time for lookups.
Now, before we transition to our final thoughts, let's take a look to a complete summary of the capabilities we have discovered during this series. As you can see from this reference matrix, there is a core set of standard capabilities shared across almost all families. Every widget natively supports standard configuration, parameter for companies and site or financial company. Then we have a global search box that queries the entire data lake instantly in case of list type, and our info button to explain the SQL query business logic. At the same time, each family offers tailored tools for specific roles. Widget list type support pagination through the Load More button, a dynamic CSV download toggle to move data into Excel, and Drillback URLs to open up Infor LN session. Our widget chart focus on graphic aggregation, and KPIs handle simplified value presentation. And our in-context suite implement real-time side panel listening with performance debouncing. And that wraps up our deep dive into the p2-i Dynamic Query Widget. From executive banner to operational list, automated drillbacks, and real-time contextual insight, we have built a suite that truly bridges the ERP visibility gap.
We want to reinforce the concept that this entire suite is native, secure, and incredibly lightweight. And remember, with the comprehensive documentation and initial training we provide, your IT and consulting teams will have full autonomy to build, deploy, and maintain these widgets independently.
So thank you so much for joining us throughout this series. If you are ready to bring real-time data lake intelligence inside your daily workspace, reach out to our team. Thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you, everyone.